Hello everyone. In this video, we will learn an important lesson in life, namely the power of focus. How does the story go? Let's get started. Part 1. The Busy Trap. Leo and Sam lived in a small apartment in a big, noisy city. Both friends wanted to be successful. They wanted to have good jobs, earn more money, and feel proud of their work. However, their daily habits were like two different paths in a forest. Leo was always the first person to talk about how hard he worked. He loved to show everyone his long to-do list. He would stay at the office until 10 p.m. When he came home, he would tell Sam, "I am so tired. I worked 14 hours today. I am doing everything I can to be successful." But if you look closer at Leo's 14 hours, you would see a different story. 8 a.m., Leo sits at his desk. He opens his email. 8:05 a.m., his phone buzzes. It is a notification from social media. He checks it. 8:20 a.m., he remembers he was reading an email. He goes back to work. 8:25 a.m., a coworker walks by. They talk about a movie for 20 minutes. 8:45 a.m., Leo feels busy, so he drinks a coffee and looks at the news. Leo was like a magnifying glass that was constantly moving. He caught the sunlight, but because he never held the glass still, he could never start a fire. He was exhausted, but his work was mostly just switching between distractions. Pause and think. Do you ever feel like Leo? Do you feel busy but realize you didn't finish your main goal? Part 2, the choice to change. One Sunday afternoon, Sam sat by the window. He was tired of feeling like he was running in a circle. He watched a video about a simple rule, the 1-hour rule. The rule was simple. Spend 1 hour every single day on your most important goal. No phones, no internet, no talking. Just focus. Sam decided his goal was to learn computer programming. He knew that if he learned this skill, he could get a much better job. He told Leo his plan. Leo laughed. "Only 1 hour? Sam, that is nothing. I work 14 hours. How can 1 little hour compete with my 14 hours? Sam didn't argue. He just started. He set his alarm for 6 a.m. The first morning was a struggle. The room was cold. His bed was warm. His brain told him, "You can sleep more. 1 hour won't change anything." This feeling is what we call resistance. But Sam remembered that discipline is a muscle. If you don't use it, it stays weak. If you use it every day, it becomes strong. He sat down. He turned his phone completely off. For 60 minutes, he studied how to write code. For the first 20 minutes, he felt bored. For the next 20 minutes, he felt frustrated because the code was hard. But in the last 20 minutes, he finally understood one small thing. He felt a small spark of joy. Part 3, the power of small steps. 6 months passed. Leo was still staying late at the office. He looked older and more stressed. He often complained that the boss didn't give him a promotion. "I am the hardest worker here," he would yell. But his work was full of mistakes because he was always tired and distracted. Sam, on the other hand, looked more relaxed. Every morning he did his 1 hour. After 1 month, he understood the basics. After 3 months, he could build a simple website. After 6 months, he could solve complex problems. This is the power of consistency. Sam wasn't working harder than Leo. He was working smarter. Because Sam gave 100% of his brain to his work for 60 minutes. He learned more than Leo did in a whole week of busy work. One day, a big opportunity arrived. Their company needed someone to fix a broken computer system. It was a very important job. Leo tried to fix it. He spent 10 hours looking at the screen, but he kept checking his phone for breaks. He couldn't find the answer. He gave up. Then Sam sat down. He used the skills he practiced during his morning hours. He didn't look at his phone. He didn't talk. He focused. In 2 hours, the problem was fixed. The manager was amazed. Pause and think. Why was Sam able to do in 2 hours what Leo couldn't do in 10? Is it because he is smarter or because he practiced focus? Part 4, the new life. Because of his skills, Sam was offered a new job with a much higher salary. He no longer had to work long hours. He worked from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and his work was excellent because he knew how to focus. Leo sat with Sam at dinner. I don't understand, Leo said quietly. I am always working, but I am still in the same place. You only study for 1 hour and your whole life changed. How? Sam picked up a glass of water. Leo, imagine you want to fill this glass. I use a steady stream of water for 1 minute. You use a spray bottle that shoots water everywhere for 10 hours. Who fills the glass first? Leo finally understood. He realized that time is not the same as focus. That night, Leo did something he hadn't done in years. He went home early. He took his phone and put it in a kitchen drawer. He sat at his desk with a book he had wanted to read for a long time. For the first 10 minutes, he felt very nervous. He wanted to check his messages. He felt like he was missing something. But he stayed in his chair. He breathed deeply. By the end of the hour, Leo felt a peace he hadn't felt in a long time. He wasn't busy, he was growing. The lesson: you don't need a miracle to change your life. You don't need to work until you get sick. You only need to respect yourself enough to give your dreams 1 hour of your best attention every day. Like this content? Subscribe now for the latest videos? That means a lot to this channel. Thank you so much for your support.